everyone, my name is Elena Egger, and throughout this entire school session of this class, I have been learning how to become a physical education teacher. Why do I want to become a physical education teacher? Well, when I was in the 5th grade, I met this really awesome lady, and her name was Miss Ashley. She was my physical education teacher, and she inspired me to love sports. I also love to work outside, so I thought this would be a really good fit for me as I grew older. I also want to make a difference in the world, and I think teaching is one of the best platforms to do that. As I said, I remember my physical education teacher, so I want to be someone's inspiration one day to want to choose this career as well. I also believe in promoting a healthy living style and living one throughout my own life. So being a physical education teacher, I could totally do that. So what is a physical education teacher? A physical education teacher is a specialized teacher. That means that they only have a single credential, meaning they can work from the elementary school level to the high school level. A physical education teacher basically promotes a healthy living style, learning psychomotor skills, and learning physical activity. So the type of schooling that you need for this career path would be, first you need your BA or BS. If you're going to get your BA, it should probably be in education because you'll need to take a CSET later on to become a physical education teacher just to get your credential. The best path is probably to just get your BS in kinesiology. With that, you can go straight into your credential of physical education. It is also recommended that you get your master's after you get your credential, only to make more money, basically. So organizations that you could join to help further your career towards being a physical educator would be SHAPE. That is the it is the Society of Physical Educators and Health. This association is really important because it is geared towards a physical educator, meaning that it's going to have all the new information that's out there, all the new types of exercises that you could teach your kids, and give scenarios and presentations to help you further your lesson plans when you are at that level. Another great association that would be good to join would be the American College of Sports Medicine. This would be really good because in physical education there are sometimes injuries. It is good to know what type of injuries to look out for when you're out on the field teaching your students different sports or different exercises that they could be doing. I would also recommend getting your coaching or refereeing membership in a sport if you specialize in a sport, only because if you want to teach at the high school level, they will look at that. And if you, say, are going against the head person who has a football certification in coaching and you have no certification in coaching, they might look at that and choose the other person during an interview. Also, this one personally is for me, is the Association of Collegiate Water Polo Coaches. I right now currently am a water polo coach at Redlands East Valley High School, and for me that's really good association to be a part of because it keeps me up to date on the NCAA standards and at knowing all the great and awesome things that are available to my students and players. So some common trends that are happening within the PE field right now is gone are the days where you're training people to be athletes. Now you're just training them more to be fit and healthy throughout their entire lifespan. Another common trend is that unfortunately PE is getting the back burner on funding, where now we are focusing more on math, history, English, and science being the Common Core, and they are getting more funding than this. PE in most districts is also considered most of the time an enrichment course, which means while it is nice to have, it is not necessary. Statistics show that getting a position in this field is a little bit more difficult. However, once you get the job, it is kind of difficult to get fired, basically. The starting pay really depends on where you're living. So if you live in Northern California, the starting average pay is $75,000. Whereas if you live in Southern California, the average starting pay here in Riverside would be $98,000. So some of the things that I have done to go ahead and prepare for my future career is I'm currently in pursuit of my BS in kinesiology. I also right now am a substitute teacher's aide, which gives me a sense of a teaching area, so I'll have some experience going into this type of career. It may not be teaching for physical education, but I will have some experience in teaching. I also am currently the coach at Redlands East Valley Water Polo, again as the junior varsity. This will help when I eventually do get my Bachelor's of Science and go in pursuit of my credential, in the sense that I'll be able to have a holding when there is an eventual opening at Redlands Unified School District for a teaching position. So why would I be a good fit for a physical education teaching position at any school? Well, I have been already working in a teaching setting. I've also got a background in sports. I've been swimming for 18 years, and I've been playing water polo for 5 years. I am now currently coaching, and I'm in pursuit of my Bachelor's of Science. I'm also very passionate about this career. I plan to eventually one day be a physical education teacher. No matter how long it takes, I will eventually be a physical education teacher.